Okay, so another cellular sediment here that might be present in our urine sample would be your parasite. So, although normally dapat parasite is not present in our urine sample, but it might be because of, like, for example, you can find the parasite here in the form of your Trichomonas vaginalis. Trichomonas vaginalis is related to your sexually transmitted or sexual sexual in sexually transmitted infection. Okay, and basically your Trichomonas vaginalis is flagellated with undulating membrane, and therefore it would be easy for you to identify the presence of your Trichomonas vaginalis because this one is highly motile with the characteristic na tumbling, jerky motility, as what we have discussed in your parasitology. Okay, so if, however, here, like for example, the case where your Trichomonas vaginalis, it would be easy for you to identify if that one is highly motile or alive. But once it's become dead, it might resemble here your WBC, your transitional, and even your RTE, and that might be difficult for you to identify if what really it is. Another one, we could also find also here in the urine, the parasite in the form of your Schisosoma hematobium. So it's only the Schisosoma that could be found in our urine sample. And we have also here your Enterobius vermicularis would also be present in our urine sample, especially for the female na patient. Just remember that most likely they are found in the anus, diba? So sometimes it might be shed off here once the female patient try to urinate, and therefore it might be present on the urine sample. But the next one, we have here your spermatozoas. Sperm cell here usually might also be present in the urine sample. It would be easy for you also to identify the sperm cells, especially that one is motile. Would have here the rounded head with a tapered head, and we have here the flagellated na tail is also moving. Okay, and the presence of the sperm cells in the urine sample, although the urine is toxic to the sperm cells, usually dapat hindi siya present. Okay, sperm cells might eventually be present in our urine sample. Number one, after sexual intercourse. Another one, we have recent masturbation. And we have also here the nocturnal emission. Okay, so the presence or the reporting of the sperm cells in your urinalysis result here withstand legal implications. That's why some laboratory tend not to report the sperm cells. So it's up to you whether or not to report the sperm cells. But most likely, pag nagkaroon tayo ng sperm cells in our urine sample, if the urine sample has been contaminated by the seminal fluid, pag tinest natin ng reagent strip for your protein, it will give a positive result. So sometimes, ako nire-report ko siya is because like, for example, pag nag-strip ako, tapos nag-positive sa protein, pag wala ka ni-report kasi na cellular sediment tapos may positive sa protein, so pag binigay mo ang result, nirelease mo ang result, tapos positive sa protein, walang laman, di mo na-report ang sperm cells, ang interpretation ng physician natin ay, bakit siya may protein? Is it, pinakaano na interpretation for that ay baka i-assume niya na may kidney problem ang patient natin, there will be problem with the glomerulus kung bakit naglumabas sa mga protein natin, which is normally dapat hindi. So therefore, ako, report ko ang protein na test result plus of course the sperm cells para mag-correlate sila dalawa. Okay, then we have also here your mucous thread. So the mucous thread is just a protein primarily produced by our glands or even by your epithelial cells. Okay, the lower genitourinary tract and even your RTE. The main component of your mucous thread here is the protein in the form of your thumb horse fall protein. It's a thread-like, parang siyang very thin na thread. Ganyan. And therefore, sometimes it would be missed, especially like for example, very thin siya, and therefore, better way of identifying that one if you try to examine that one and there are reduced na lights, mean to say, hindi ganun kaliwanag for you to identify that one. Okay, ulit, reporting of your, okay, number one, we have your bacteria, we have also yeast cells, we have also your parasite, and we have spermatozoa. They are reported here as semi-quantitative. Okay, semi-quantitative per HPF. But in the case of your mucous thread, that one is being reported also as semi-quantitative. So meaning to say, pag semi-quantitative, there's a few, rare, few, moderate, or many. But this one is being reported per LPF, low power field, because medyo malaki ang ating mucous thread. Okay, the next cellular sediment here that might be present in our urine sample would be the CAS. Okay, the CAS here considered as the very unique na cellular sediment that's being produced only here by our renal tubules. And basically, this is a very unique na structure that is only being found in our kidney. So the CAS is being formed here in between the junction of your renal tubules, specifically that's in your distal convoluted tubules and your collecting ducts. That's why I try to assume here na rectangular, parallel side. So parang ganyan siya, rounded dito, and sometimes would have here some other, could also have here tapered ends in some form. Okay, so the CAS matrix. Pag sinabing CAS matrix, so ito siya, ang pinaka-outline ng ating CAS. To call that was your CAS matrix. Its main component here is your TAM horsepower protein. Speaking about your TAM horsepower protein, this is produced by the RTE found here in our collecting ducts or even in your distal convoluted tubule at a constant rate. So therefore, nare-remove din siya sa body natin at constant rate. However here, in the case of your dehydration, stress, or even exercise, that would tend to increase the production of your TAM horsepower protein. So eventually, expect also here that in this condition, the patient might also develop here or produce CAS in the urine sample. Okay, so after that one, the protein here try to gel. Pag nag-gel ito, it try to solidify. Ang mangyayari dyan, kung itong renal tubules natin, tapos may solidified na CAS dito, ang mangyayari ay mabablock itong passageway ng ating renal tubules. So therefore, nagkakaroon ng urine stasis. Sabing urine stasis, hindi makapag-flow ang ating urine, hindi makalabas kasi may nakabara. Okay, and therefore, that's also here to some form of your dehydration. So, nagsistay ang ating CAS on your renal tubules for extended period of time. Another component of the CAS matrix, aside from your TAM horsepower protein, we have your albumin. Another one, we have also here your immunoglobulin. Okay, so CAS formation, so we have here different factors that try to determine here the formation of the CAS. So number one, urine stasis, acidity, and another one, we have here the presence of your calcium and your sodium. All of that contribute here for the CAS formation.